At WSWHE BOCES, we are committed to preparing students for college, careers, and life beyond high school. With growing enrollment in our exceptional learners and career and technical education programs, we need facilities that match our students' potential. BOCES currently owns 2 education centers that were built decades ago, and while they've served our students well, they require significant upgrades to meet today's educational and industry standards. There is also a 3rd leased location for the Exceptional Learners Division. This project will provide modern, purpose-built learning environments with cutting-edge labs, workshops, and classrooms, helping students gain the skills needed for the workforce of tomorrow.
Our current facilities have served our region well, have served our students well, and continue to do so.
And with our current facilities, we recognize that they have met their purpose and they have served us well. And when we walk the hallways, we know that we have past students who've gone on to be very successful in their fields, own their own businesses, become CEOs, and are now advising us. Some have even returned and become our instructors. And so we want to pay honor to that history while at the same time recognizing the need for us to grow and expand for how the landscape has changed in our industries and in our region.
In 2023, we got all of our stakeholders together and really took a look at what do we need for our students and for our BOCES. One of the things that came out of that was a critical look at our facilities and a need to update our facilities. We have 2 locations with a significant amount of work that needs to be done.
Buildings were built in the early 70s, so our conditions year by year continue to deteriorate. A lot of the systems are towards their end of life, and manufacturers aren't making the parts like they used to. One of our roof issues that we currently have, we do have multiple diverters like this. Our architects and engineers came up with roughly over $80 million of work that need to be done in the next 5 years. With that $80 million, it's over a 5-year period. It pretty much is just fixing what we have with no expansion.
After hearing the reports and talking about the financials and the shape our facilities were in for the BOCES, it was very quick to see that we needed to do something pretty quickly.
We're always wanting future-ready spaces for our students, and we need a new building to do that. Obviously, part of our job is always to think fiscally as well, and when you look and compare at what we needed to do to renovate the old spaces.
It was amazing the needs that are there to bring those not only up to date, but sometimes up to code.
A brand new facility in a central location would best serve the needs of our students as well as meeting the needs of our local school districts.
Our buildings only allow us to serve a certain number of students. We don't have room for expansion and growth. And one of the things that's really important to us is to keep up with the demand in our region.
This $96 million project includes a 20-year lease for a 25-acre campus with 3 purpose-built buildings, a K-6 Exceptional Learners Building, a 7-12 Exceptional Learners Building, and a state-of-the-art Career and Technical Education Center.
Through our lease model, we'll be able to lease these facilities at a cost that's not much more than it would be to maintain our facilities over the next few years.
It's a perfect location right off the Northway. It helps resolve some of the transportation struggles that districts have been having, sending students to different facilities, whether it be for CTE or for special education. So this centralized location is going to be a huge benefit when it comes to some of the transportation issues that school districts face.
Being from Hudson Falls and having the SAAC Center so close by, I was really concerned. I was also concerned for the other more rural schools. But after doing some initial research, traveling to one site rather than 3 or 4 different sites every day, there's going to be some efficiencies that we're able to realize. We don't have staff members who have to go between 2 or 3 different sites when we get down to one site.
And it just gives us an opportunity for districts to be collaborative.
This is a tremendous opportunity for all school districts to align our schedules with the BOCES schedules to allow as many students to have the opportunity to participate in both CTE and special education programming.
The demand for special education programs for students has increased drastically. The spaces that we currently have are pretty structured and are pretty permanent, and so they don't allow us the flexibility to meet students where they are. A modern learning environment for the Exceptional Learners Division would really enhance how we're able to provide instruction for students. It would allow for flexibility in the teaching and learning spaces, and would also allow flexibility in the ways that we're able to group and support students as they're meeting their individual needs.
Pending New York State Education Department approval, construction is expected to begin in fall 2025, with completion by June 2027. and students will start learning in our new facility in the fall of 2027.
The demand for our career and tech ed programs has only been growing, and it's been growing exponentially. And so we have to be responsive to that. We know that there is a gap in skilled labor in our region. If we have the opportunity to expand programming offerings and opportunities for students and put more skilled workers into our regional workforce, then we have an obligation to do that. And that's what a new center and a new building allows us to do, so that we bring together what students are seeking and what our industry partners need to keep their businesses operational and our economy growing in this area.
Being in one location opens all of the CTE programs to all students. That means that my students up north will have the same access as the students from the southern part of our BOCES. I just think that's huge, and it's going to help with providing those workers into the future for our local area businesses.
Having our students learn in an environment in which they're going to be working as professionals is going to be a huge asset to our entire region.
Having this new cutting-edge facility in one location will give our students the benefit of what our local industry partners need right now.
This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to invest in students and student success.
It really makes sense to move forward at this time to support that mission for the betterment of all of our students and obviously our society and local communities as those students go out into them after graduation.
Here at the WSWHE BOCES, we're building on our history of excellence and continuing our legacy of future-focused, purpose-driven education.